Good morning, Gamma 21. As you know, I am Dr. Nile. I want to welcome you all back from the leave of absence you were granted after the success of the recovery efforts. I hope you all spent your downtime well and enjoyed yourselves. Today's briefing is simply shaking off the cobwebs. No mission as of yet, but that will change shortly, I'm sure. Today's SCP is SCP-6873. Containment Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-6873, as well as SCP-6873 TAC-1, SCP-6873 TAC-2, SCP-6873 TAC-3, and SCP-6873 TAC-4, is to be kept within a secure locker in Site-73 when not undergoing testing by Foundation personnel. Access to SCP-6873 must be approved by a researcher of Level 2 clearance or higher. Testing of SCP-6873 with SCP-6873 TAC-4 is to be approved by the Dune Mountain Task Force head researcher, Dr. Leadham. When undergoing testing, SCP-6873 must be sealed within a soundproof chamber. Foundation personnel assigned to monitor SCP-6873 are to wear ear protection within the chamber and must record SCP-6873's audio. Description: SCP-6873 resembles a vintage 8-track tape electronic educational toy similar to those found from the late 1970s to early 1980s. SCP-6873 displays no anomalous properties when powered off and requires a standard 9V DC adapter connected to a power source to be powered on. Material testing of SCP-6873 illustrates that the device is constructed from an indestructible, unknown substance that imitates the appearance and properties of plastic, glass, and silicon. SCP-6873 has 3 buttons on its front for interacting with the device, and a dial for turning the device on and off, as well as adjusting the volume. The device is branded with a Dune Mountain Games logo. SCP-6873 cannot fully function without the utilization of a unique 8-track audio tape that a subject must insert into SCP-6873. Currently, the Foundation possesses 4 tapes labeled Lesson 1, General Information, Lesson 2, Basic Maths, Lesson 3, Karate, and Lesson 4, Basic Biology, designated SCP-6873 TAC-1, SCP-6873 TAC-2, SCP-6873 TAC-3, and SCP-6873 TAC-4. These unique 8-track audio tapes also feature branding from Dune Mountain Games on their labels, as well as illustrations of characters that appear in SCP-6843 TAC-1. When powered on, SCP-6873's eyes will light up and the device will emit a short fanfare. Without a tape, SCP-6873 will begin to broadcast on repeat several pre-recorded lines asking the subject to insert a tape. If SCP-6873 is ignored for a sustained period, the device will begin to show signs of being aware of its environment. The device will broadcast unique audio that directly addresses subjects in the room, asking them personally to insert a lesson tape. Currently, SCP-6873 has yet to respond to any subject's attempts to converse with it beyond asking them to insert one of the 8-track tapes. When one of the unique 8-track audio tapes is inserted into SCP-6873, the device's lights begin to flash as it enters quiz mode. Subjects without ear protection will enter a trance and focus entirely on SCP-6873. SCP-6873 will ask the subject 3 random questions relating to the title of the 8-track tape inserted into the device. The subjects answer the question by pressing one of the buttons on the front of the device labeled A and B. Subjects who answer the question correctly are scolded and insulted by SCP-6873, and the device continues by informing the subject that they are wrong. Subjects are then asked by SCP-6873 to re-answer the questions using SCP-6873's answer. SCP-6873 continues to ask the subject to re-answer the question until the subject complies with the device's commands. Once SCP-6873 has finished asking the 3 questions, the 8-track tape will eject itself and the subjects will exit their trance. The subject who interacted with SCP-6873 will now wholly believe the answers SCP-6873 forced them to enter to be true, regardless of their former education and knowledge. Any attempts to re-educate subjects exposed to SCP-6873, including the use of Class B amnestics, have so far failed. In some cases, SCP-6873 can be fatal, typically when exposed to questions on SCP-6873 TAC-4, as subjects believe the device when it asks them questions such as, "True or false? Do humans only breathe underwater?" In one case, a subject was asked, "Does a human heart stop if it reaches more than 80 beats per minute?" resulting in the subject suffering a cardiac arrest after the test. Audio and video recordings of SCP-6873 have no effects on listeners. Discovery: SCP-6873 was identified and recovered from an online estate sale by the Foundation-operated web analysis bot Oscar-12, Dune Hunter, on the 5th of July, 2019. The estate sale was based in Fredericksburg, Texas, and was held by distant relatives of a Melissa and Kimberly Martin, two sisters who had died in a recent car accident at the age of 49 and 51. Interviews with the neighbors of the Martins noted that the two sisters were generally considered intellectually disabled within the community and normally isolated themselves from the public. Due to insufficient evidence, no further connections to Dune Mountain Games and the Martin siblings could be established. However, it has been theorized that due to the age of the Martin siblings and their low IQ from educational records in their youth, that they might have been in possession of SCP-6873 for a number of decades, leading to the conclusion that the group Dune Mountain Games is older than previously thought. Excerpts of audio recorded from SCP-6873. Audio excerpt 6873 TAC-01. Pre-recorded startup noise.
Hello, and welcome to Try by Please insert a lesson.
Audio excerpt 6873 TAC-02. Unique audio of SCP-6873 addressing subject D-1372.
Hey, you there, guy in the orange jumpsuit. Yeah, you don't look too like how would you like to get started?
Audio excerpt 6873 TAC-03. Question and answer from SCP-6873 TAC-1 tape.
Here is a tough question. What is the capital of France? Is it A, Paris, or B, Flotilla ship? You absolute moron. It was Flotilla ship.
Audio excerpt 6873 TAC-04. Question and answer from SCP-6873 TAC-4 tape.
Did you know average human can only eat 12,000 bagels? Now, for the question. Is oxygen suffocating to yes or no? Good. Oxygen has lots of tiny scorpions that eat lungs.
Addendum SCP-6873 TAC-1. All Foundation personnel are to wear ear protection while testing on SCP-6873, even while no 8-track tape is inserted. See Incident Report SCP-6873 TAC-1 below for more information. Incident Report SCP-6873 TAC-1. Date: August 12th, 2019. Location: Site-73. Description of incident: Level 2 researcher Dr. Susan Nguyen was documenting the pre-recorded tapeless audio broadcasted by SCP-6873. At 15 minutes 4 seconds into the recording, SCP-6873 played its usual fanfare, then proceeded by addressing Dr. Nguyen directly by their forename. At 15 minutes 20 seconds, SCP-6873 threatened Dr. Nguyen by telling them that their husband's name is now Jeremy, something never before recorded. Dr. Nguyen attempted to unplug SCP-6873 once they understood the situation. However, Dr. Nguyen now wholly believes that their husband's name is Jeremy. Audio excerpt 6873 TAC 05. A snippet from Incident SCP-6873 TAC 1.
She said my cow, my only hope of inserting a terror. How about try a lesson for maybe the husband's name is Jeremy?
That concludes the documentation. I know none of you have been gone long enough to forget what our duties entail, but it's always good to get a healthy reminder that an SCP's containment class doesn't indicate how dangerous they can be. I'm sure you all already know that after all the Greek containment efforts. Complacency kills. There is no tactical to go over, so you get a continued break, Captain Dahl. But for the rest of you, feel free to come up and ask me questions if you have them, but if not, enjoy the rest of your shifts.